Hey, hey, hey. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday. Hello, hello. Thank you, Miss Key, for that raid. Hey, Buddha. Hey, Miss Key. Hey, Terry. I'm trying to see who I was in the chat. Hey, Frozen Heart. Hey, everybody. Thank you for the raid, Miss Key. Of course, y'all know who I am. I'm Georgia Girl to some, Mama G to some, Auntie, whatever you want to call me, but I'm here. I'm feeling much better than I was a few days ago. Still drinking my water, and I also have my lemon tea. I was dealing with this slight cold. I got on it, I worked on it, so I didn't let it get it down. It just had my voice hosty like. It's still a little bit host. Hey, Miss Key, it's still a little host. I'm wearing red today because February is not only for Valentine, it's for Heart Month. So if you're in my chat, let's put some red hearts in the chat. That will represent people who are dealing with heart disease. And let's just show some love right quick. We also got a birthday boy coming up tomorrow. Terry's birthday tomorrow. So we'll probably do a little something for him in the morning, like a premiere shout out. But tomorrow is one of my moderators' birthday. He's my Terry Bop, my hype man. So we will show him some love. But today I just want to do some awareness on Heart Month. I will share some information and thank y'all for doing that poll. Thank y'all. That just make me feel good to know that someone does appreciate my channel. You does appreciate things I put on my channel. And everything I do, I try to do it for educational, entertainment purposes only. I base things on my own real life journeys. Uh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I don't think I got Nightbox no more. I put him back in for a moderator, but I done lost the Nightbox. I just gotta deal with it as it comes. But anybody that want their link drop, you can just look at the moderator in the chat. If anybody would like their link drop, you could drop it for them, or they can, or I'll try to get to their channel. And if you want to support my channel, I does have super chat, super thanks, cash app, and all. And I also have a online merch store. I mean, I'm gonna talk a little bit, but if anybody want to come up and talk about anything, just let's talk Friday. I just try to get my commentary out the way, but the base of the topic will be about our heart, and our heart does mean a lot to us. So I would get in the emotional part of our heart, how to affect our heart, too. So getting into my commentary, I just want to tell everybody hello again. Could y'all put some red hearts in the chat that represent Heart Month? And I'm wearing my red. They preserve a day every month, every February for Heart Month. Some be out there walking, some be out there doing different things to raise awareness. I know when I was working on my job, the job I previous left, when I got sick, they would like have someone come out on the job and talk about heart, and they would pass out pamphlets and different things like that. So on my channel, since I'm not where I can get to people in that way, I would just share awareness through my channel by putting out information and try to make sure they're factual. And I usually do a shirt for awareness, but I didn't get a chance to do my shirts. I try to do like different awareness shirts. I have shirts for mental health. I have shirts for IBS. I have shirts for breast cancer. I doesn't have one for heart awareness, but I am wearing red today. Yes. So is anybody in the chat? I know Miss Kia live. Y'all can go over there and show her some love. Let's show her some love. Let's raid her back. So if you're over here in my chat, let's give Miss Kia, Georgia girl, a raid. Let's give her, go over there and give her a thumb up, because she is one of my members. She's just like my assistants. She do a lot. We do a lot of collabs together. So let's go over there and show Miss Kia some love. Everybody over here, let's go do a Georgia girl raid on Miss Key. And then we're going to come back to my commentary, because Miss Key is working on her watch hours, everybody. She is working on her watch hours, and we want her to get back to where she was. So we support all we around the board. I'm going in her chat now. Georgia girl raid. I'm not sure who's in my chat, but let's show Miss Key some love. She says she gonna run through while I'm on mine. So we respect each other. We knows what we have to do on our channel. So that's how we do. There's no competition out here. There's nobody trying to outdo no one. We're all out here to grow. We're all out here to put the content out that we need to do to grow our channel. So I'm going to her channel now, speaking to her. She is one of my longtime members, along with Buddha, Miss Patty, and VOM. Thank y'all for also participating in this challenge. We did finish the water challenge today. We will start a new challenge on Monday. Miss Kia will be hosting that. We will be doing snack of the day, whatever snack of your choice. You could do a healthy snack, sweet chat, whatever your choice. The one thing we don't try to do to tell people what to eat, what not to eat, but it'll be on your choice. I will try to do some things that I know that I'm trying to work on. So everybody's on their own personal wellness journey. You choose your own choice of foods. But the challenge will be snack of the day. And that'll start on Monday. I just went over there and showed Miss Keith on support. I'm telling her thanks for the raid. I don't know how long she's going to be on, but I'll probably be on maybe close to an hour or more. I'm just going to put out some information and just talk a little bit about the heart. Terry, how you been doing? I see you got your okay, Buddha. Appreciate you for coming in. Thank you for, like I said, shout out to everybody that's supporting, and I appreciate each and every one of y'all for your support. And I hope you have a good weekend, my girl. Put some red hearts up for those people that are going through heart disease. If anybody in the chat have dealt with heart disease or have a relative that dealing with heart disease or have had heart attacks, or I'm just trying to see his Nightbox coming up, but it seems like he's not, but it's okay. Thank you, Buddha, and everybody for coming from his key chat. Thank you for also being my member. Okay, getting into my segment today. February has been reserved. February has been reserved for Health Month. And like I said, this is part of my content. This is part of what I do on my channel. Put out wellness that gonna help me along with others. I felt like talking today. A couple days ago, I was real hoarse. I couldn't really get my voice together, but I did come around and support much as I can of who I seen that was out doing something. So getting into my commentary. Today we celebrate the month of February. February is not only for President Day or Valentine Day, they also reserve in Black History Month. February brings a lot. It brings Black History Month, Valentine Day, they have President Day, they have Black History Month, and they also reserve days for Heart Month. So getting into your late father and dad is suffering from heart disease and high blood pressure. Okay. My grandmother, she dealt with heart problems also, and blood pressure runs in our family. I deal with blood pressure. My daughter, she just recently just got on her pills. She's trying to cope with it. My mom, my dad, all us deal with blood pressure, and that come down to that mess with our heart. So, hey, Miss Key, I just went in your chat and told you thank you, the thumbs you up. Okay, February. This day was observed for every February. I think on the second of the month, they do like a day for heart awareness. A lot of people was out wearing red. A lot of people walk. Like I said, a lot of people walk. A lot of people do things in honor of Heart Month. I can remember on my job where I was on before I got sick, they would reserve, like have registered nurses come into the job, and they would sit down and tell us about the heart and tell us about signs and things to look out for. And they will also pass out little pamphlets, little pens, just was giving us more education about heart, about the heart. So I read over here. I read over here. That's why I had to get my voice right, y'all. But y'all know I do my research. I do my reading. Okay, getting into my commentary today. In 1964, President Lyndon B. Johnson issued the first proclamation declaring February American Heart Month. Each year, this time, the spotlight heart disease by bringing awareness and sharing how to take steps to prevent this deadly disease. And what is Heart Month? Valentine is Heart Month also. But if that's the first thing people think when they say it's Heart Month, it's just not only Valentine's Day. However, the season of love is also celebrating what gives us all the love, our hearts. That's why February is declared as Heart Month. Did y'all know this was a declaration day? Did y'all know that this day is known every February? Did y'all know that? I will be showing a little clip about did you know about our heart. And this clip will be for educational, entertainment purposes only. I'm not sure if this live will be monetized, so it's up to y'all if you want to help get this particular segment monetized. But lately, when I've been doing my commentary, the things I've been sharing, it's been okay. Thank God for that. Because I let them know it's for educational, entertainment purposes only. I don't think Nightbox working. I don't think he's working. But yeah, you could put support. But I went in before I went live and try to put in a demand, see what they're gonna do. But it's gone, and I don't even feel like trying to go back trying to redo it because that was some work trying to get Nightbox started. So Don't say that, Terry. Look, y'all teacher be up under weather a lot of time, but I try to come back with some things that I know gonna help me along with others. So we're gonna get into this clip right here. I'm gonna play it and then we're gonna talk about it. These are some facts about our heart, everybody. These are some facts about our heart. Our heart means a lot to us. And I love the scripture, let not your heart be troubled. That is one of my favorite scriptures, let not your heart be troubled, because our heart is like one of the delicate parts of our bodies. It's easy to be broken. I'm gonna get into some of that, but let me play this right here. Let me play this right here. That bro, no bro saying she ain't no teacher. She be sick more than anything. Yes, I have my issues, but when God give me that strength to come back and speak, I speak. I've been around in the YouTube street, but I just haven't been able to talk a whole lot. I tried to do my little videos on the water. Y'all heard how I was signing. My voice was all hoarse, and so I've been drinking plenty of fluids. Been sticking with my water, and I had been drinking on some tea. So here we go with this clip right here, everybody.
American Heart Health Month, and we have some facts and tips to help keep you healthy. According to the CDC, every year about 600,000 people die of heart disease in the U.S., making it the leading cause of death for men and women. The good news? Heart disease can often be prevented when you make healthy choices and manage your health conditions. Things like quitting smoking, eating a healthy diet, maintaining a healthy weight, and being physically active all reduce your heart disease risk. And if you have health conditions like high blood pressure, cholesterol, or glucose levels, make sure you're treating them. TRICARE covers preventive health services, so take command of your health and make regular exams a part of your routine to stay heart healthy. American Heart Health Month, and we have some facts and tips to help keep you healthy. According to the CDC, every year about 600,000 people die of heart disease in the U.S., making it the leading cause of death for men and women. The good news? Heart disease can often be prevented when you make healthy choices and manage your health conditions. Things like quitting smoking, eating a healthy diet, maintaining a healthy weight, and being physically active all reduce your heart disease risk. And if you have health conditions like high blood pressure, cholesterol, or glucose levels, make sure you're treating them. TRICARE covers preventive health services, so take command of your health and make regular exams a part of your routine to stay heart healthy. American Heart Health.
All right. And that is true, Buddha. I'm gonna read what Buddha said. She said, how you been doing today, Buddha? You okay? You okay, my friend? You okay? They said, yes, true, but you can eat healthy and wear great and physical and don't smoke tobacco and still can get heart disease sadly. That's true. You can do all these things this video is saying, and it still can happen. But if you can prevent some of these things that, like when I knew my blood pressure was up, I knew it had to be something to make my blood pressure up. And I knew I had been stressing. And y'all have seen me dealing with things about my dad. And I've been dealing with pain and different stuff like that. But some of the things that I go through, like my pain, is chronic. It goes away. It stays. It goes away. It's just like it automatic, just stays there. It just, you know how you have something just nag at you? Right now, y'all probably see how I'm sitting. Because it was getting, I didn't have to have pillows no more. Now it seems like I'm starting to get that nagging feeling back in my back, which had never went away. But now I got to start back supporting my back and having good posture. So if y'all see me sitting up closer to y'all, because I start by putting my support behind me, even though I'm sitting in a recliner bed, it's still like after a certain period of time, my back does start cramping up. I start feeling that pain. So I have to be comfortable. I have to be comfortable. So, like Buddha was saying, yes, true, but you can eat healthy, wear great, and be physical, and don't smoke tobacco, and still can get heart disease. Sadly, I saw 5 people pass from it, and they don't get transplant. Wow. Yeah, a lot of people are. Some people be eligible for transplants, and some don't. I think a big part of that play on their ages and different things like that. But our heart is one of the delicate organs of our body. It have to be treated in such a way. Without our heart control, we have to have our heart, y'all. We have to have our heart. And I'm back. A lot of people does deal with heart problems, and a lot of it got to do with stress. You could be stressed, high blood pressure, all that taking a cord to heart disease. That's why I had to try to get my blood pressure and everything under control. Because I don't want to keep going to the doctor, my doctor saying your blood pressure is continuing to rise to 180 over 100. Those are heart attack numbers. Those are stress. Those are stroke numbers. And I had said, even before then, the beginning of the year, I was going to continue to stay focused on what matters to me. I was going to let things go that I know is hurting me, whether it's people, places, or things. I'm not going to continue to stress about things that I can't control. So our heart is important. Our heart care is important. So I have to do what I have to do for me. Change my eating habits. Change things that I know that are not good for me. It's a hard struggle, y'all. I had to go let go of some of the salt. I, I was just my husband talking last night. All of us dealing with high blood pressure. Him, my daughter, my mom, my dad, all of us, my brother. And my husband was making a statement talking about it's hard to let go of that salt. I said, it ain't hard. Some people get that other kind of salt. And I tell he have a habit with that salt and hot salt. He might be listening to me, y'all. He'll pop up in here. But that's one of his biggest weakness, hot salt and salt. So now we got to try to be more careful with all that salt, because salt, it ain't good for us, y'all. But you can get that non-salt, and you can get some of that other kind of salt that won't be so bad on your blood pressure. But getting into the Heart Month, like I said, it's preserved every year in February for people that recognize the ones that are fighting this heart disease. Men and women both get it, but they're saying heart disease affect women the most. Yeah, some people eat sea salt. They say heart disease is one of the number one leading killers of women. This is in statistics. So you could also research that on your own. This is not just nothing I'm saying. It'll affect everybody, but women, it'll affect the most. So I'm going to get into something, talk a little bit about the stress of the heart. How stress causes heart disease. And then too, a lot of people suffer from broken heart. A lot of people does suffer from broken heart. That's that emotional stress. That's that emotional stress, especially when we're dealing with grief. We could be grieving. Like Miss Key, let's give Miss Key some prayers, everybody. She's dealing with some things about her uncle. Her and her family is going through some things. I said yesterday before I should have, but we gonna keep her family in prayer. But they are dealing with some things, and when it come down to her uncle, so we want to keep Miss Key and her family in prayer. Hey, hey TNT, how you doing? Good to see you. How's you doing? I'm talking about heart health. February is heart health month. I'm wearing red today. I'm doing awareness for that. And I'm just talking about heart disease, blood pressure, and different things like that. Thank you for praying for my family, and let's keep Miss Key family in prayer too. Like I said, sometimes we can have broken hearts. Broken hearts can cause heart attacks, stress. You know, our hearts is so delicate, y'all. You have heart problems? Okay. Are you able to manage with it, TNT? Do you take blood pressure medicine? I'm sure you go to your checkups. And one thing too, y'all, we got to get our checkups. We got to get our checkups. We got to. A lot of the men don't like to get those checkups. And I'm not picking on the men, but a lot of men need to take things in consideration. I'm going to tell y'all, my husband didn't like to go to the doctor until he started having blood pressure problems. And his cholesterol be up high. I think he just went for his checkup yesterday. Was it yesterday? He said his blood pressure was good. Thank God for that. But a lot of men don't. A lot of men don't. Stay at the doctor. Y'all don't see all the bill coming by. I stay at the doctor because I deal with stuff. So if I can't treat it at home, I does go like I was dealing with this cold all week. You know, but I knew it's allergy because y'all notice the weather is starting to change. The weather is starting to change because in March, I dread it, y'all. If you deal with allergies and pollen and stuff like that, watch out. Those pollen days are coming. March start off those allergy days. And I do regret it with a passion because it really do affect me, my eyes, my nose. And I was dealing with sore throat. It started on Monday, but I nipped it in the bud. I'm feeling much better, but all week I've been working on it. Certain things you can work on at home, but once they get where you can't control it, especially when it starts getting build up mucus in your chest and lungs, it's best to go get it sieved out. You have to get antibiotics then. But I've been drinking tea. I've been sticking with my water. We did finish the challenge today, but water gonna always be one of my source of beverage. It's gonna always be part of my daily plan. But get back into that's good, TNT. That is great. I know I heard you say that you got a appointment coming up next month. I pray everything go well. I got an appointment coming up next month too. I got to go and get the results from my MRIs. I'm not claiming anything, but whatever it is, I'm a fighter, and I I have faith that everything gonna be okay. But if it's something I got to deal with, I'm gonna fight for. I'm gonna fight on it. But I'm talking about right now. I'm talking about how stress affect heart disease. There's a study suggests that high levels of long-term stress can increase blood cholesterol, blood sugar, and blood pressure. And that's true. I know I've been overwhelmed, y'all. Y'all still can hear that little cold in my voice, but I know what I had been doing, and I know what had caused my blood pressure to go up. I know I was stressing. I knew what was going on with me. From last year, I said, when my stepmother died, my dad already had, had been diagnosed with 2 types of cancer. But then when he lost his wife, a lot of other things happened, and it just brought on more stress for me, and I let it affect me mentally and emotionally. But I'm human. Hey, Clement, doing? I ain't seeing you in, God knows when. But I never forget your name because your name is different and it stands out. What are you doing? I know we have been connected a while back. Good to see you. I'm just talking about, all right. Do you still be on your channel? Y'all, this is Clement. I've been connected with them. I think I met them through some of those drop the links chats and different things like that. But good to see you. If y'all want to connect with him, you can. I used to have Nightbox, but Nightbox put me down, and I'm not trying to figure it out no more. So if y'all want to connect with Clement, one of the moderators can get their link. They does have a channel over there. I haven't seen them in a while, so it's good to see you. But we can get back connected. Good to see you. But yes, I'm over here just talking about heart awareness. February is Heart Month awareness. If anybody dealing with blood pressure, cholesterol, anything like that, all those things can lead up to heart disease. That's why it's best to get your checkups. A lot of people don't like to get those checkups. A lot of people don't even like to talk about health. So this is my passion of sharing wellness and awareness about different things that a lot of channels don't talk about. I don't try to do what other channels do. I only try to put out things that I think will help me because of my own real life struggles and my own real life health journeys. And that's basically what my channel about: wellness, entertainment, lifting others up along with me. So you might find some cooking over here. You might find a little everything. And I does talk about things that's going on out in the world. I talk about reality things. We have entertainment over here sometimes. My son come over here. I have interviewed my own son. He have performed over here. And I also interview other YouTube creators. I'm gonna get back to that. Interviewing others. I've been going through some personal things, but you know how you do have to get everything like lined up. But God is good. As long as He give me that strength, this channel will run. So y'all can drop each other links. One of the moderators have to drop Clement link and let him connect with y'all if y'all have not. Wellness is important. Emotional stress. And that's what I had been dealing with, and I'm still going through it because I had death in my family. My dad is fighting 2 types of cancer and going through some more stuff. And I let my emotion got the best of me last year. I know I did. And I paid for it. I paid for it physically. I gained more of my weight back. I started, my blood pressure was coming up. And I just had to say, I got to be able to, but I'm human, y'all. I am human. Y'all still hear me? I gotta look. Hold up. Somebody knocking on my door. Hold on. Ooh. I'm back. So I was that was my sister-in-law. She was coming out here. Yes, I'm back. What's wrong? What's wrong? You said I've been in a real lot of pain with my shoulder, and I'll be calling my surgeon appointment. Oh, you still dealing with? Mine's like that too, but I just been dealing with it. They told me it was up to me whether I wanted to have the surgery. I just been trying to take it easy because I already got my back issue. I can't be supposed to be doing all that poking, you know. But it hurt bad. I went to therapy for mine. I went for a few weeks, and after I did that, they did the MRI and said I had a rotator tear. That was like over a year ago. I try not to do no heavy lifting and stuff like that because I can't hardly raise it. It's this arm right here. After I go so high, it hurts. So I try to limit myself on doing a lot of lifting. Take it easy, take it easy, honey. That's why I say it's a lot of stuff going on out here, y'all. We got to take care of ourselves. We got to. And get back to the emotional stress can increase the level of stress hormones such as it play a big role. Stress play a big role in inducing heart failure. But we human, y'all. We could easily say we ain't gonna worry, but until you could be in a situation where you can just say, I'm not worrying about nothing. It's something we does take to heart. Some things we just got, and I know me, I can't speak for nobody in my chat, but some of us love so hard. Our heart, we love so hard. We try to help a lot of people. We try to be there for a lot of people, but sometimes we end up hurting ourselves. We end up putting ourselves in situations. We end up putting ourselves in situations because we love so hard until we have to just say, look, we got to take care of us too. We can only be there for somebody else. We can't be there for somebody else if we're not well. I have a lot on my shoulders sometimes. I'm the only girl out of 5 brothers. I just think like I'm the one. I don't know if anybody in my chat, a lot of people go through you, like your family, like, they want to see, is it okay with Amy? That's my real name. People already know. They want to know, is it okay with Amy? Let's see what she got to say. Because people don't call me Georgia Girl at home. They call me by my first name. It's just like, how many people in the chat sometimes have to make major decisions for their parents or their family members? Is anybody in my chat like that? Or y'all have to make, when it come down to different things, when it come down to your family or life decisions? How many of y'all have to make life decision for yourself or your parents or your next of kin? You could be the next of kin to somebody else. When you have to do that, that is a lot. That builds on stress because you want to make sure that you do the right thing. You want to make sure, am I doing the right thing for them? You like that? You say, okay, okay. Yes, that's a good scripture. Okay. You said, but I'm going now to take my daughter to the doctor today. Okay. Have you been working on your channel? I've been seeing you on Facebook. Have you did anything? TNT is one of my members. Y'all make sure y'all connect with some of my members. I have an awesome group over here. Thank y'all for being my members for almost 9 months. I appreciate each and one of y'all. I appreciate all of y'all. I really do. TNT, I haven't forgot about you. Like I said, I've been trying to take care of some personal things, but everything trying to get back on track now. Also, Terry's birthday is tomorrow. If y'all want to get him some early birthday shout outs, I will bring him a little birthday premiere tomorrow. So if you want to start giving him some shout out today, it's be fine. Terry is one of my well, he's not a member, he's one of my longtime moderators, and he have been with me through a long time. And I do want to I try to give shout out all my members and moderators on their birthday. Hey, Miss QT, how you doing? I saw you were live. I was sleeping, but I saw when it popped up on my phone. I said, let me go ahead and tell her, hey, but I was laying down, but I did see some of your live. You seem like you're doing good over there. Shout out to you. Miss QT is also one of my members. Y'all will have to drop y'all links because Nightbox not working no more. So Miss QT is also one of my members. If y'all want to connect with her, y'all can. You at the gym? Shout out to you. Exercise is good for heart disease too. I'm talking about Heart Month today. I'm wearing red for awareness for people that's dealing with heart disease. Okay, like I said, my grandmother, she was having heart problems. Like I said, I deal with blood pressure. Blood pressure does run in our family. Cholesterol, different things like that does run in our family. The question is, can emotional stress cause heart attack? Yes, it can. We can be so overwhelmed. We can be so overwhelmed about things that are out of our control, and it can harm us in the long run. Okay. Good to see you, Buddha. Okay. We can be so overwhelmed about a lot of our things we're dealing with daily. Emotional stress is one of the number one things that lead up to heart attacks. Stress might lead to high blood pressure, which can pose a risk for heart attacks and strokes. Stress also may continue to such cardiovascular disease risk are smoking, overeating, and lack of physical activity. And that's what I was saying about stress. I know what was going on with me. When my blood pressure had shot up, I already knew. If you know your body, you know what your daily activities normally be, and you stop doing those daily activities and you start dragging and you just start feeling a certain way, go get yourself checked. If you start having shortness of breath, if you're able to call 911, call 911. But if you're where you can't call 911, if you're having shortness of breath, if it's someone close to you, make sure you get medical attention. Like when I have my panic attacks, I know when I start off having them because I feel my heart racing. When I have anxiety, my heart race. I can feel it. I can feel when my heart racing. It's just like it's a it's just like if I could describe it in a way, it's just like my heart be beating fast because I got overwhelmed, and that's not good. That's not good. That's not good on me. That's why I try to stay calm as much as I can. I try not to involve myself in things that out of my control. I don't try to get myself in no position where I can end up having myself going to the hospital, if y'all understand what I'm saying. Our heart is so important to us. We have to take care of everything about us. We have to take care of, y'all. But our heart is one of the most delicate parts of our body because we're easy to get heartbroken. We're easy to stress about things. And we have to try to avoid things as much as we can. Like Buddha had made a statement, we can be doing all the right things. We can eat right. We can stop smoking. We can do all those things. But those heart disease and heart problem does occur. It happens daily. Some things are out of our control. I used to wonder why I have anxiety attacks, and I know it comes from being fear. It's an overwhelming thing that I have to. Wow, yeah, I know I ain't going to be here, huh? Anybody want to come up? I could drop the link if you want to come up and share some things about what you think about heart disease and things like that. Everyone is welcome on the panel, as long as we stick to what we're talking about, or we can talk about a subject that is positive. Anything else, we're, and if you come on the panel, I would love to have you. If you know someone dealing with, put some hearts. Let's brighten the chat up, everybody. Let's put some red hearts in the chat. Yeah, y'all can wish Terry happy birthday. Let's put some red hearts in the chat, and that is for heart disease. Anybody that's dealing with heart disease, let's let them on my channel. I want people to know I'm doing awareness for them. I deal with blood pressure, and that is one of the causes of heart attacks also. That's why I have to keep myself. I have to have myself under control, because I know blood pressure does help cause heart attacks. So if anybody want to come on the panel and share some things, Buddha said she knew 4 people. Buddha, what you said, you knew 4 people that was dealing with heart failure? And one thing too, it's hard to get those transplants. You have to be on a waiting list for so period of time. So I'm just going to read some tips about to help our heart, to help heart disease. Anything I put on my channel, anything I talk about is for educational, entertainment purposes only. I'm not a doctor, not a nurse, but I am a child of God, and I'm sharing things about my own real life histories. And I try to keep myself lifted along with others. And shout out to the ones that have been doing these challenges. If you choose to do these challenges with us, you choose to do them for your own well-being. You say it's all about money? What all about money? Come up here and elaborate. What's all about money? Talking about you talking about the transplants? Oh, the insurance and stuff. If you got time, you want to come up here for a second, you can, unless you're busy. You know you my good now. I love all of my moderators. I love all of my members. Thank y'all for being part of my family. I does appreciate each and every one of y'all. Tips for a healthy heart. Tips for a healthy heart. The basic: eat healthy, stay active, watch your weight. I'm telling myself it. Yes, I gotta watch my weight. They said quit smoking and stay away from Buddha. I ain't talking about you, Buddha. They said quit smoking and stay away from secondhand smoke, because a lot of people smoke. You got them on your phone. I need to edit them. Okay. All right. You see it, Terry? I dropped it, but I don't want no weird people coming up here. You see it? They said these are some of the, hey, Knots. These are some of the basic of keeping a healthy heart. Eat healthy, get active, stay at a healthy weight, quit smoking and stay away from secondhand smoke, control your cholesterol and blood pressure, drink alcohol in a moderation, manage stress. Hey, Brother Rose, good to see y'all. Let's put some hearts in the chat. Today I'm talking about heart health. February is Heart Health Month. People that dealing with heart disease. So I'm wearing red today for awareness for people with heart condition. Like I deal with high blood pressure, and I know that does affect. It could lead up to heart failure and heart disease. Did you see the link, Terry? And I was just reading some tips about, and it is for education. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nurse, but I am who I am. I read, I research, and I talk about things that gonna help me, because I deal with high blood pressure and other things. Good to see you, Knots. Hey, got my game in here. Got Bunny Rose. We got Buddha. We also have Miss Key. Let's go give Miss Key a raid, everybody. Everybody over here, let's go do a Georgia Girl raid on Miss Key channel. And let's come on back so I can finish giving y'all some of this knowledge. Terry, did you see the link? Let's go over and give Miss Key a thumbs up, everybody. Let's get her a Georgia Girl raid right quick. And we're going to finish up this commentary right here. Let's go over. Hey, that's one of my guys. I see some of my guys coming through today. Good to see you, Bonnie Rose. My night box is not working. So if y'all want to connect with each other, I don't have time to drop y'all a link. I don't know if a moderator in the chat want to drop the links, but if you see somebody in the chat you want to connect with, you can drop your link or someone else can drop your link. But let's go over there and let's give Miss Key a thumbs up. She's one of my members. She's live and she's working on her watch hours. Let's help and continue to support each other, everybody. Let's go do a Georgia Girl raid. Let's give her a thumbs up. If you have not been over her channel today, let's go over there and show her some love. Let's give her a thumbs up. We collab on a lot of things together. We co-partner. We're all about helping each other out helping each other up. So let's go over there and get her a raid. I'm going to go get her a link. She is one of my members, my assistants over here. We be in each other chat. We try to connect with everybody as long as we know that we see you live or you're doing something. Or we don't get a whole lot of notifications to know when everybody go live, but that's what we call replays. That's what we call replays to go over and show support. This is Miss Key link. Let's go over there and get her a Georgia Girl raid, everybody. And thank y'all for putting those red hearts up there. We got some awesome creators in the chat. Not just a gamer, but he be putting out that knowledge over there. He's a very positive person. But he make you feel welcome in his chat. He gonna talk. He gonna have a good conversation going while he's up there doing entertainment. So shout out to Knots. Shout out to my members. I call my members the Georgia Troopers over here. So if y'all see anybody coming in with those badges on their name, they are my members. Make sure you connect with my members. And if you want to be a Georgia Trooper, just hit that button, everybody. Hit that join button and join my crew. But that is some links here. We got to hurry up and get it out because I don't want no flashing today, y'all. Day Friday. We know them freaks come out on the weekend. Them freaks come out on the weekend. So I don't want to see none of them. Not today. I don't want to see none of them no more. So Terry, did you get the link? We're talking about heart care today, y'all. I just shared some tips about ways of keeping our yes. That look, that ran my blood pressure up, Knots. That made my anxiety go up. When I saw that the other week, that man come flashing his tail. I don't need to see that. Come on YouTube to see nobody body parts. Y'all might see a little cleavage of mine, but I don't want to see none of y'all. Stay in your bedroom. Stay in your bedroom. Don't bring it on my channel. No, put it on your own. That makes me up. That makes my anxiety go up, y'all. Oh, Jesus. But Terry, did you see the link? I'll be trying to erase that link, huh? I'll be trying to erase that link. Do anybody in the chat deal with heart disease? Or do y'all know somebody would deal with heart problems? I'm just showing some awareness. I've been giving out some information. Over here, y'all know on the bootleg, I tell y'all about health, history. I do a little bit all over here. But it always be positive. It always be positive. Just remember that. I'm not here to tear down. I'm here to lift up. When God give me the strength to come on my channel and talk and do different things, I do it. But when I'm up under the weather, y'all don't see me. A couple of days this week, just cold had me. Y'all can still hear it in my voice. But I ask God to continue to make me stronger, to do the things that I'm able to do. I can't worry about what I can't do. I thank God for what I can do. We got Minister Terry coming up here. Tomorrow is Terry's birthday, y'all. Y'all want to show him some birthday love today? Or y'all can tomorrow I will be doing a special little shout out for him. Hey Terry, how you doing?
Too blessed to be stressed.
All right. Too blessed to be stressed. And that's what we talking about this heart month. Did you know February was heart month? I know a lot of people say heart month. You mean Valentine's Day? No, it means Valentine's Day too. February does have Valentine's Day, but I'm talking about our heart, our actual heart, about the things that affect our hearts, the things that we should do to make our heart better. So you was telling me about someone in your family had dealt with heart disease or heart failure.
Cause that was my late father, Reuben Jones. He dealt with no heart disease, high blood pressure, and dealt with diabetes.
Okay. You know, all that stuff lead up to that, right? You know that, right?
Yes, ma'am. I want to, give a, an assessment when it came to talking about, money and transplants. That's not necessarily true. True because I was on the National Transplant Registry twice and received 2 corneal eye transplants. It comes down to one of the factors is, will the transplant actually improve a person's, life situation, because they only have so many organs they can give out, and they have a ranking where they'll put you through, a series of tests and see if I give this organ to this person, will it dramatically improve their life. And a lot of times they go with younger people over older people because they have a greater chance of living a more productive life.
Wow. Okay. And you're right. I mean, I don't know the statistics about how these transplants really do work. Buddha had made a statement about money. I told her to come up here. I don't know if she knew someone that couldn't get a transplant, because I always think about that movie where Denzel Washington played in. You remember the movie Denzel Washington when the little boy needed? What the little boy needed was a heart, or what was he needed?
He needed a heart transplant.
Okay, do you remember that movie, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And that was a money issue. That was a money issue.
But it's not the only factor.
No, I know a lot of things happen with their ages, and I'm trying to read Bunny Rose. Bunny said, my daughter and grandchild live with me. Now my blood pressure went up. Woo! Girl, I deal with high blood pressure too. Mine was 180. Booty, you want to come up and explain yourself about that? I mean, Terry, in some areas, money does be an issue, and it also be your age. It also be, you eat okra? Ooh, that sounds good. Sometimes it be your age. Oh, okay. It could be your age, or maybe or you probably can't find a donor. But I was just watching that movie. I don't know if that was I think it was a true picture, wasn't it? When the little boy needed a heart, and they didn't have the insurance money, and Denzel Washington went in there and hold the hospital. It was an old movie, but it was a good movie. Do y'all remember that movie? It was a true story. It was a true story. Yes, it was a true story. And he did what he had to do for his son. He didn't want to hold him hostage, but the thing about it, the way they treated him about it, to me, it was kind of like prejudice, because I think it was looking at his color. They thought that he wasn't going to pay his bill. But, it was, what was the name of that movie? I'm going to go look it up now. What was the name of it, Terry?
I don't remember the name of it.
Let me look it up. Now that was a good movie. I cried. I'm finna put it. I'm finna look at Denzel when he played. But
It
yeah,
might have
so
been John Doe. Yeah, the name of that movie, John Doe.
uh, so you saying you have to have a transplant for your eyes?
Yes,
John
ma'am.
Q. That's what it is. John Q. Yeah, I cried on that movie too because of the fact that this man was out there. You know, he was struggling, and the way they did him about trying to he was trying to get, you know, for his wife, for his son. So did you have to wait long for a transplant?
I had to wait almost, a year.
A year. Okay. Okay. See, that's one of the reasons my dad, my dad deal with uh kidney cancer, right? And that's why he's not gonna have no type of surgery because of his age. And you can get a kidney transplant, but at his age it'll be too risky.
Yeah,
I probably
because your
can be a
body can
match, or
actually
my
reject it.
brother if it had to come down to it. But we're not gonna risk that. You see what I'm saying? We're not gonna
Yeah,
risk
cause
that.
because your body can actually reject the organ
No,
if it's
he
not
don't,
a
but
genetic
he's not
match.
going to my dad doesn't
Yeah,
need one because he's not gonna have no surgery. You know, by him having my dad, he's 81, and that's the surgery is won't be an option for him. His doctor even said because your age and all that play a part of everything. He's 81. And I was just saying, if he had to have one, and yeah, if he had to have one, it's me and three brothers. You can live with one kidney. You can live with one kidney if your kidney healthy. And see, they don't want to take no chance. Say, y'all see how strong I done got? I ain't broke down yet. See how I done got strong, Terry. You see? You were talking about my dad. I bust out and start crying, but I have got strong, and I have asked God to make me stronger throughout this process. I still get emotional now. Don't get me wrong, but he's not gonna have it. He said he don't want to have it because he's doing good now. He's with that, but he still have to take treatments for it. It's time for him to go back. He was just saying if he had to have a surgery, that means he had to be on dialysis, and he don't want. I don't know. I don't know about dialysis, but I have heard people saying being on dialysis ain't no joke. It make it take you through a lot of stuff too. So yeah. Yeah, he's doing good. He's doing good. He's met, everything. And those just was like the options that we had to hear. But he's doing good. He even said he's not gonna let him do it. But you can get kidney transplant. You can get heart transplant. But your age does play a factor. And it do play a factor of your money too, Terry. Some people might not can afford it, but they also put people on waiting lists too, also, right?
yes,
You
ma'am.
don't post like how them folk did John Q. You don't post hospitals do not supposed to refuse to see you. They still supposed to see you whether you have insurance or not, because I have been there. I have before I got my own health care insurance, and I can speak on my brother. My brother was having seizures a lot, and we would take him to the emergency room. They don't supposed to refuse to see you. They still supposed to see you. A lot of those doctors won't now. A lot of those doctors don't want so they think you ain't gonna pay them. But when you come in that emergency room, they got to take your information. They can probably have you sitting there all day till they see you. You know what I'm saying? But they don't. Do they supposed to refuse to see you, Terry?
No, ma'am.
And it don't supposed to be a money issue. Cause that's why I got a lot. Well, I got a lot of bills now. Cause back then when I did have insurance, them folks sent back. Believe me, them folks sent them bills. I keep getting bills. I said, okay, I got you. Just put me on a payment plan. What you said, Boo? Boo, you want to come up? You can come up now. You know you've been coming on my panel. What's your problem here? All right now. You still eating that okra? Okra sound good. But yeah, that's what I was talking about today. Heart health and things we got to do to protect our heart. You know, when it comes down our heart, we got to protect our heart emotionally too, y'all. You know, cause when it comes down our heart, we love a lot. We love people, but do some of us get that love back? And it'll affect our heart. You know what I'm saying? That's what we call that physical and emotional heart. We got to know how to deal with all of it. We got to know how to deal with all of it. You got to know how to deal with heartbreaks, because that is a stress that can cause you to have stress. I mean, you dealing with somebody in a relationship, y'all break up, he don't want you or you don't want him. I feel like if you've been with a person a long period of time, yes, you're gonna be heartbroken. What you think, Terry? But you gotta learn how to be able to overcome that.
The main thing you have to learn is learn how to have an emotional funeral. And you can go to One Busy Mama's channel and look up Converse with the Mamas, and they have an episode on learning how to deal with disappointment. A lot of people don't know how to have an emotional funeral. The process of emotionally letting go of a situation, because that was one of the best lessons I ever learned in life. Like a person who hoards, they hold on to the memories of an item and don't actually use an item. So to protect your heart after the breakup of a relationship, you have to learn to have an emotional funeral, just like you have a physical funeral.
Okay, emotional funeral. Okay. I mean, in so many words, it's time to let go.
Yeah, but some people don't know how to let go. And it's when I talk about mental health on different YouTube channels, I always reference that particular video produced by One Busy Mama and Wellness with Frugal Mama, because that taught me a great life lesson.
Okay. What did it teach you?
It taught me that there is a process of grieving when you emotionally let go, just like you physically say goodbye to a person. When you bury a person or cremate a person, you have to go through an emotional process of letting go. And that's basically the name I applied to it.
That is you, Annie Boo. Let me get this link out my chat. You didn't change your what you call thumbnail. Go ahead, Terry. I got to answer the call right quick.
Okay, so I just named it an emotional funeral, because anybody dealing with anything like that, you got to know what connections to make in your life, and you must know what connections to let go. And I tell people this all the time. There's not going to be any static on my radio. If you have static on my radio, I'm basically going to change the channel. You call me crazy on the phone, click, hang the phone up, because I'm not going to accept stress in my life. What I'm saying is I'm going to be like the wind, a cool breeze. Because a warrior will fight every battle that comes in their life. A soldier will pick and choose which battles they fight. And I ask myself this question all the time when deciding what battles to fight in my life. Is the victory worth the battle? If the victory is not worth the battle, I'm not going to put my soldiers onto the battlefield.
Hey, Terry.
Hey.
It's good to see you up here.
Yeah.
It's good to see you back. So you got what you were looking for?
I'm actually using, an Amazon Fire tablet. I had to install the Google
Oh,
Play Store. Then once I
uh-huh.
installed the Google Play Store, I had to test out several different versions of YouTube to find the version that actually supported live chat. 'Cause some of those versions in the Amazon App Store were complete trash. They wouldn't even give you the comments on videos.
Right, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I went through that, so yeah, I know.
Yeah. So I had to install the Google Play Store. And once I got the
Uh-huh.
Google Play Store installed, had
So
to
you said on
install
the Kindle
The
tablet,
Google
you got
Services Framework. Then once I installed the Google Services Framework, I installed the Google Play Services Framework.
Hey,
So that
Buddha.
way,
okay. You gotta write that for me because I have a Kindle. Does it matter? I don't know. It's a Kindle book. You read books on it, and I'm
yeah.
like, I told my mom, but I wanted to open the app YouTube on it. I said,
Mhm.
what's
See the
the point?
thing is though, go into the Kindle Play Store and
Uh
look for
huh.
YouTube. Find the YouTube app and see if it has all the features you need from YouTube. But
Okay.
some of those, Amazon,
Right.
Fire apps, they were
Yeah.
pretty much trash. So I had to install three separate pieces of Google software in order to
Okay.
make the YouTube actually work. I had to install the Google Services Framework, install the
Yeah.
Google Play
What y'all
Store,
talking about?
and install the Google Play Services.
Okay,
Buddha, what
that's
y'all
what I
talking about?
thought. So I'm gonna just like I silo my Fire Stick, I might have to silo the Google Play Store straight to the tablet. Then I can
Yes, but
silo it.
if you side load it, you have to have the Google framework and you have to
Okay,
have Google
yeah,
Play
I'm gonna get that.
services in addition
Okay.
to the Google Play Store.
All right, so I'll get the framework and everything.
What y'all
Yep.
talking about, Buddha?
Thank you. At least I know now. He's on his Kindle tablet. I have a Kindle. My mom bought me a
Uh,
Kindle, but it's been sitting in my closet since 2021.
oh, okay.
No,
I don't
I
use it
have
because
the Amazon Fire tablet, not a Kindle. A Kindle and a Fire tablet are two different types of tablets.
oh, you have the. Okay. Yeah, I know what you have.
Oh,
You
okay.
have the one I
I
wanted, but
had
my
one here.
mom
I
said
think it's
get
probably
the
happened to my
Amazon
tablet.
Kindle.
Yeah.
But you might as well just save your money because if you can't get the Google Play Store installed on the Amazon
Hmm.
Fire tablet, all of the apps I use in the Amazon App Store had holes in them. So it's basically a waste of money.
Wow.
Mm. Yeah, I
Because
just keep
niece
the
gave it to me as
Kindle.
a Christmas present, and I had to do a whole lot of research on YouTube to figure out how to get those three components installed.
Yeah, it was a Christmas present.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
I
okay.
use it to read books. I told my mom, all right,
So, Buddha, how you doing today?
I'm
Yeah.
all right. I wasn't eating okra. I was telling you, okra. Um, for people that have high blood pressure, it is bitter melon
Uh,
that they need to eat. And there's different recipes on it, and then the
Terry,
okra.
mute your thing, or we can hear your people in your background talking. I don't know if they want their business on the YouTube, so you can probably mute to Buddha unless you where you won't have that conversation, coming
Uh,
in. Oh, okay. I know
and
I
the
saw
and
okra.
the
I like okra.
okra clears your plaque. It's like clearing the plaque from your arteries, so the blood can flow clearly, and that is for people
Oh,
with
okay.
cardiovascular. That helps you with your heart and stuff.
Yeah, it does. So did you know February was reserved for a heart month? Did you know that?
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah, they
I
made it like,
heard 3
huh?
weeks ago. I was
Yeah,
told 3 weeks ago.
yeah. I always try to put out some, information because I deal with high blood pressure. You don't deal with high blood pressure, do you?
No,
Your mom, anybody in your
no,
family got heart disease or
no.
so we was talking about, like that movie, John Q, that sometimes people be on waiting lists for heart transplants. And you were saying it's all about money, and Terry was saying he had to get like a transplant for his eyes
For his eyes, that's not hard.
and
Eyes is very available. It's like serious organs
your heart. I
that
mean,
don't come by very
think you
easily.
don't get those transplant that quickly, and it's expensive. It's expensive. It's very expensive. So
To me,
what you
it's
been
all
doing?
about money.
It's
And
all about money.
yeah, because if the person donates their organs and it
Are
says
you a donor,
organ
Buddha?
donor,
Are you
no,
a donor?
no, I have to unregister.
Yes.
It
I
says
registered to be a
organ
donor.
donor on my license, but I need to have them take that off.
Oh, so you don't want to be a donor?
No,
Uh, I think I'm a donor on mine. Um, I think that's on my license to be a donor.
mm,
Um, why you don't want to be one?
but
A
I don't.
donor, huh? You just don't.
No,
Uh, are you okay? You sound sad. You don't sound like my Chiffrey, my Buddha. What's wrong?
I used to be an organ donor,
Mhm.
but I have a lot of health issues. So
Yeah,
no, I wouldn't want no one to
that's
get
what I.
my damn
I've been had
organs and
to
get
be a donor
my
before.
my
I had all this
problems.
stuff going
No.
on. Yeah, that's true.
And there's so many people in this world. There's 2.9 billion people on YouTube. Those
Mhm.
2.9 billion people could be donors.
Yeah.
Okay, because a
So at
majority of
VOM, is she
people
live?
are
Or
not
she
good.
going live today?
At 5:45.
Oh, okay. But yeah, we were just talking about the importance of our heart and ways to protect our hearts emotionally and physically. And me and Terry was talking about when you get heartbroken, that play a lot of part of our heart because we take our emotion. It affects us mentally. A lot of
Uh-huh.
people don't know how to take breakups and uh, when you walk away from people or you know what I'm saying, they take it to look, they take it to the heart and they don't know how to respect people boundaries and understand, look, I don't want to be with you or I don't want to be around you. This is not good for me. Why do you think it's hard for people to cope with that, Boo? Do you have an answer for that?
I don't know. All I can say is, I guess, the weak minded. I don't know.
I can
It all
feel,
depends on your mind.
yeah. Buddha, I do know you. I know you from being around you these last few years. I
Yeah.
know what has happened, but I hope everything has worked out for you. We don't have to talk about it, but you know what happened. You know what you was talking about
No,
on
ain't nothing work out with that.
huh?
Ain't nothing work out with that.
Oh, okay then.
It is what it is, and I keep moving.
Oh, that's right. Keep it
It's
moving.
already been what, 3 days, and
Really?
they haven't said anything. Oh
What?
well, yeah.
Wow. Butter Rose, a lot of insurance company don't cover it.
That's right.
Talking
See,
about that, yeah, talking about the heart.
yeah, it's all about your insurance.
Yeah, it is.
My Thea needed a transplant, and they told her that she can't be on the list. And I had
Do
told
they
my
need a
dad,
heart transplant?
yeah,
Transplant?
I told my dad why, and he said
Wow.
because it's all about the money in Arizona, and besides that, they don't like brown color skin. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
what do you mean? All of you are Mexicans out there, all of you brown. And he's like, yeah, but
Wow.
they
And
don't
that's
like
true about
us.
them insurance now because when I got ready to take my MRI, I had to take 2 MRIs in the same day. And I'm like,
Miss
to me, that was
Key.
kind of like they was just trying to get money out of me, Buddha. Because
Mhm.
I don't know why they arranged me to have one this day and one at another time. They had me to pay, they wanted me to pay $200. Oh, Terry, you buy that? They wanted me to pay $200 for my copay. And I'm like, I
Yep.
thought they wouldn't put my 2 tests on the same day. But they talking about, well, this is what your doctor had ordered. They wanted me to take the 2. And I felt like, to me, they were just trying to get money out of me. What you think? But they could have separated them, but they talking about Pistol was dealing with my neck and back while I was there. I guess it would. Well, after I thought about it, I said, well, maybe it was a good thing for them to go on and do it at the same time.
You don't have to have a co-payment if you get medically needy help.
Um,
You don't have to co-pay if you have medical needy help.
yeah, it's certain. The insurance I have, I don't have the full. I think you have to have. Well, I just turned 55, so I think at a certain age you can get that full Medicare. But after I went back, what's going on? After I went back up there, they told me that I won't have to pay it down. They dropped it. They said now it's showing. They told me it was gonna be 200, but I got a bill the other day saying I got some kind of extra help, and I'm thinking I got some other kind of insurance to help me with the bill. I hope they did, cause I ain't had no $200 that day. I brought what I could. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, insurance companies, certain things they won't cover. Like when you go to emergency room, some emergency room, we want you to pay up front. Hey, Tamika, put it and drop down. I guess you're going over to VOM, but it's certain emergency rooms that uh want you to pay up front, like your pay the emergency room, but I always let them bill me. I always let them bill my insurance company. Shoot. But some of those doctors be wanting that money up front. Yeah, today, Tamika, I'm talking about Heart Month. February is Heart Month, and I was just showing some awareness for that. I'm wearing red today because red does represent Heart Month. It also represents Valentine. Valentine is gone, but Heart Month does still exist. I was just reading some different things about what we should do to protect our heart when it comes down to our heart health, exercise help, watching our weight, making sure we monitor our blood pressure and different things like that. That's why I have started and I will continue to keep trying to do things for my wellness journey. It's not easy. Nothing in life is easy, but if you're putting an effort in trying to do something better for you, you do it for you. You know your body. I know my body. Everybody's body is different, and everybody does go through different challenges in their life. And if you decide you want to make a change in your life, do the change for you, not for no one else. Cause can no one say Georgia girl shouldn't do this for herself because you're not in my shoes. I can't tell Terry. I can't predict to tell Terry how to care for his wellness, because I don't know all of his illnesses. I don't know the things that he deal with. I know he have had transplants. I know he have been in an accident. I know he have long-term things going on with him, but I would never tell another person how to deal with their health. I only try to share information when it comes down to things that is reality, because these are things that I deal with. Blood pressure, and blood pressure does lead to heart disease. Terry, you got anything you want to say? Buddha dropped down. She probably over there.
Yeah.
Via channel.
That one thing is the importance of healthy is you don't want to be dependent on another person to provide your daily substance. That's the one thing I always tell people. I use my help as a bridge, not
Buddha,
as
you
a
could have
crutch.
told me you were gone. But do what now, Terry?
I tell people this all the time. I use my help as a bridge. Take personal responsibility. Don't use help as a crutch. Lack of personal responsibility and health goes a long way, because health is your number one investment. You can have all the money in the bank you want. You can have all the cars, houses, and fancy clothes. But if you don't have the health to enjoy it, what is it good for?
That's true. That does not close. Material thing does not define who you are. That does not define the person you are or what you represent as a person. All those things, material things, can be taken away from you. Just take note. It just all depends on what you want out of life. It all depends on how you feel about your life. Everybody just different. Terry, I know you probably want to go over there. I know you're a moderator over there on the OM channel. I'm gonna probably go on and wind this on up. But
Yeah.
I just,
But
this
take
what
your
I do.
health seriously.
Huh?
I tell people, take your health seriously. And Jersey girl, don't underestimate your ability as an educator and a teacher. You do accurate research. That's one of the reasons that I genuinely support you. You don't put out stuff you hadn't researched. So you're still a teacher. It's just a teacher in a different way.
Yeah. No, we all have our channels for different topics, different things of what we do. If you go Bunny Rose channel, you gonna go over there and you go enjoy her mellow music. She always have you feel welcome. Miss Key, she cooks and she put out that motivation also. Buddha, she does her different things on her channel. Along with you, Terry, you talk about different things or you share different things to let us know what kind of person you are. Like they always say, your work speaks for itself. Everybody have their own individual talents. They have things that they like to put out here in the atmosphere. And what I like to do is what I do. That's why I said I gotta get my voice right. Because my voice, I need it to put out the things I need to put out and to share.
Yeah, because one thing you do is you help bring a solution to the table. You don't stay stuck on the problem.
Yeah, that's true. But
Because look
I
at it.
enjoy you as always. Do you have any birthday plans? I know your birthday is tomorrow. Do you have any birthday plans?
I'm basically gonna stay in the house and get ready for service on Sunday.
Oh, okay. What y'all just having regular service?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, man. Well, I enjoyed you. Anything you want to say in your last words? Because I'm gonna wrap this up in a few more minutes. I just want to make sure my purposes on my channel and the things that I talk about, it's not to tell someone about how to do their life, or I just only try to keep myself educated on things that is going on out here in reality.
Yeah.
So you have anything you want to comment on anything?
Yeah, I want to let you know you live life in reality. You don't hide your challenges, and that's one of the things that makes your messages genuine. Because a lot of people can talk about the different health issues. Some doctors talk about health issues, but are they actually putting into practice what they actually preach? You have the receipts to show what you actually do, and that what makes your words be more genuine and have more power.
Thank you. Appreciate those kind words. So tomorrow's your birthday, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
And I wish you many more, but I will do you a shout out. I see what I have to send you, but I enjoyed you as always. I'm trying to get back on schedule with a lot of my shows. Nightbox is not responding to my channel. I see it's still working on others. I probably had to go back and do the whole thing. And I do not feel like going through all that hassle. That
The
was
simple
enough.
thing is you can do is you can, not make my Nightbot a moderator. Wait a day and then reconnect Nightbot because it might be going through, a software update.
It's something going on. I tried to reconnect him in my live today before I went live, but it's still not picking up. So I just hate going
Yes.
through all the trouble trying to do all that typing and pasting, and that was no joke. You hear me? I might try to start
I
it
know
back
what
up
you
and work
mean.
with it. So what
Just
now?
just disconnect them from your channel, wait a whole entire day, and try to reconnect them again.
Oh, okay. But I
Because
enjoyed you as always.
you might not have let your version of Nightbot update its actual software. Because I know, like on phone, sometimes you have multiple updates. That one update can trigger another update, which can trigger another update. So you have to let the software download all of the updates before you can use it.
Yeah, that's true. That is so true. But yes, I'm gonna continue to keep doing what I'm doing over here. And I want to appreciate the one that does support me. Just remember, protect your heart. Protect your heart physically, mentally, at all costs. At all costs. Because once you go, yes, people agree. People probably view whatever, but they'll move on to the next YouTube creator. What do you think? Is that the truth?
It's so true.
I
Because I
always
tell YouTube creators all the time, your real supporters are understand you have a life outside of YouTube.
That's right. That's right. But I hope you have a good birthday tomorrow. I know that is your testimony. You'll be able to. What time are you gonna be?
42.
All right, that's awesome.
And
You might
I
be
ain't
like,
shaving a year off. And I tell people
that's
this,
right.
don't trust a
Be
woman that
thankful.
lie
Be
about her age.
thankful. Be thankful for your age. Hold on,
I'm
Terry.
thankful.
Like I done froze or something.
Yeah. Let me get on over here. Yeah, but it's gonna be all right. Yeah. 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 Because with your health, that's your number one investment. You don't want to be physically dependent on another person to move, to put your shoes on, put your shirt on, put your socks on, put your pants on. You
I
want to
like
be
I
able
had
to do
froze or
that
something.
for yourself.
That is so true. I know that is true. I have my challenges and things, but I'm able to do what I can do. And as long as you're able to do some things to get where you need to go, that's good. I think that's great. But
Yeah, and remember what Benjamin Franklin said: an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And Georgia Girl has all these different videos talking about maintenance you can get from the doctor by taking different medical tests, because we can have maintenance on our car, we can have maintenance on our home, we can have maintenance on our cell phone. Why can't we have maintenance on our body?
That's right. We gotta take care of our bodies just like we take care of that vehicle. When you take your vehicle in, you say you want to get a tune up. Don't you want your body to stay tuned up? Like this week, when I came live with Tuesday, my voice was fading out. You heard how my voice was. I said, ooh, I got arrested. I got arrested my voice. I've been drinking my water challenge all week, but I had to get me some lemons. I had to get me some honey. So I sound a little better, but I had to work on it those last few days. And that's what I'm saying. Something is not right. We can't wait until something happens to work on. We got to start nipping things in the bud in the beginning.
Fred Sanford moment.
My throat hurt. What's here?
Fred Sanford moment. Nip it in the bud.
Bunny said happy birthday. And see, that's a lot of time what's happening to us. Yeah. We wait till things happen. We wait till things happen then, but
I had to put it on mute because you was still up loud.
You all right, Terry? I'll put you on mute for a minute. That's what happened with me a lot of times too. I can't just say everybody. It happens in life. Sometimes we know we need to get these things taken care of, but we wait until we can say we'll do it tomorrow. That's what we should never put things off for tomorrow, because tomorrow is not promised. If you're able to do some of the things today, do it. And if you're able to get those checkups, or you're able to do the things that gonna help you, you do that. Yes, the older we get, the more we learn. And I will read what Butter Rose said. Since our daughter and granddaughter stay with her blood pressure with her. Believe me, y'all see them little ones be running around when I be. Look, they're not with me today. It's quiet. And I know my grandchildren be having me going to when I have them. I be like, all right, y'all, cool it. But those are our babies. Well, all right, Terry, I enjoyed you. You keep doing and keep being who you are. Thank you for always coming over and supporting. And tomorrow's your B-Day, so you celebrate to the fullest. I mean, just being alive. That's the best present to have, just being alive. Because my birthday came, I was just thankful just to be able to see another year. And always protect your heart, take care of your heart in general, not just physically, but take care of your heart either way, all the way around the board.
And one thing, make sure you know how to have an emotional funeral. Go to One Busy Mama's YouTube channel, click on Converse with the Mamas, and look up that episode, learning how to deal with disappointment.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know how to deal with disappointment. A lot of people don't know how to respect other people's boundaries. They rather, I don't, that's one thing I don't do. I don't nitpick at nobody. I don't try to judge no one. But it's some evil people out here on the YouTube street now. I have ran cross on, but I just try not to. If I know they're not good for me, I don't go in their chats. I don't go nowhere. I'm not welcome. I don't go nowhere that a person have to make me feel lesser than what I am. I don't do that. But I love everybody. I might not deal with everybody, but God said love. I love everybody, but it's certain things I care not to deal with. I'm just being honest. So protect your heart, protect your space, protect you. Come on. All right, Terry. It was good talking to you, and I'll see you.
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
gonna wish you a happy early birthday now.
Oh,
Yeah, he got something going on, but yes, like I said, I'm just gonna read this right quick. What I had the end this right here. They said American Heart. There is American Heart Month, a time when people, especially women, are encouraged to focus on their cardiovascular heart health. The Heart Month Division of Heart Disease and Stroke Prevention is encouraging women. See, they have groups, people out here doing awareness. Because they said even though heart disease affect men and women, but it is one of the most leading cause of women's death. Cancer is one too, but heart disease is one of the number ones. And so there are people out here doing walks. There are people doing awareness. I wasn't able to walk, but I was able to bring awareness to my channel. I brought information today, and I hope that people does see that this is encouragement to help lift someone that is going through heart disease. If you're where you're not able to breathe, or you think you're having chest pains, because you know some of the signs of heart attacks are pain in your left shoulder, pain in your chest, shortness of breath. If you're where you're going through some of those things that you're not sure what it is, go to the doctor. Call 911 or either let someone else call for you. Don't take those signs lightly, because I went to the doctor for that. I was having chest pain at one time, and my left arm was hurting, but it wasn't, a lot of people confuse gas. I'm just going to tell you. A lot of people get gas and a lot of that confused with heart pain. If you have had gas in your chest, anybody ever had gas in your chest, that was a hurting feeling. It'll make you feel like you're having a heart attack. But it happened to me. I'm like, oh, I got this pain in my chest. And those are kind of some things you should take note of too. But like I said, I'm not a nurse or a doctor. I put out my content. I come on and do the things I do to share on my channel. Some people likes it, some people don't, but it's still up to you all, to give me that thumbs up or thumb down. I see that a lot of people had tuned in. Thank you for giving me that poll. I does appreciate people does like the information I does put out here, but never just take my word on anything. That's what you can do. Research your own self. Make sure you research and do things that gonna educate yourself, because that's what I do. Like I said, I haven't seen that many people share anything about Heart Month this month. So, by me having a wellness channel, I wanted to take the time. This is part 2. Because my first video, I just put out information. So today I said, hold on. It's up there. The marriage? Yeah, I'm gonna cook it. Hold on 1 minute. You gonna cook it? I'm gonna cook it. Yes. One of the things we should always remember, get your checkups. Get your checkups. That is one of the main things we should do. Make sure we go some people get their checkups annually. Some get them every 2 years. Some get them within so many months. At certain times of the year, we get our breast check, we get our physicals, we get our blood pressure. Most of the time when you go to the doctor, they're going to check your blood pressure every time. They're going to get those vital signs. So those are some of the things that they do anyway. So I have enjoyed everybody that did come over today. Let me see, make sure I covered everything. I'm going to run this video down for a minute again, just in case you missed some of these helpful tips. Tomorrow I'll probably share some things. I've been sharing some things about Black history. I think I'm going to do Black History moment on Sunday. I think I'm going to talk about when Barack Obama became president. I think that's going to be my moment there. I know a lot of people didn't like him, but he was our first Black president. So I probably share some things about him to wrap up the Black History Month. Tomorrow I probably just put some self-care tips and things out. I try to have my channel lined up on some things that I like to share, but if it's possible where I can't do those things, I just share videos. But I do, and I'm gonna start back doing my main days of Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Fridays and Sunday. Those are some of the days I want to try to continue to do my live streams. Friday is some of the days that I talk about different topics, but I like to talk about, if I'm talking about a main topic like today, I try to stick with that. And I want to start by probably having some sit-down interviews with different YouTube creators, see how their growth and see how things been going on with them. I'm gonna start by doing that. We was able to finish the challenge, the water challenge. So shout out to the ones that did do the challenge this week. We're gonna start another one on Monday. It'll be snack of the day or whatever your choice of snack. So we will do that. I'm gonna play this right here because I want to try to finish up this hour right here. So I will play this video again. And shout out to the ones that did come on the panel. Appreciate you. We're all YouTube creators here. Sometimes we run into each other time, but just know we still support each other. Oh, let's see. I'm gonna play this video one more time. This is showing the tips of keeping your heart healthy.
American Heart Health Month, and we have some facts and tips to help keep you healthy. According to the CDC, every year about 600,000 people die of heart disease in the U.S., making it the leading cause of death for men and women. The good news? Heart disease can often be prevented when you make healthy choices and manage your health conditions. Things like quitting smoking, eating a healthy diet, maintaining a healthy weight, and being physically active all reduce your heart disease risk. And if you have health conditions like high blood pressure, cholesterol, or glucose levels, make sure you're treating them. TRICARE covers preventive health services, so take command of your health and make regular exams a part of your routine to stay heart healthy. American Heart Health Month, and we have some facts and tips to help keep you healthy. According to the CDC, every year about 600,000 people die of heart disease in the U.S., making it the leading cause of death for men and women. The good news? Heart disease can often be prevented when you make healthy choices and manage your health conditions. Things like quitting smoking, eating a healthy diet, maintaining a healthy weight, and being physically active all reduce your heart disease risk. And if you have health conditions like high blood pressure, cholesterol, or glucose levels, make sure you're treating them. TRICARE covers preventive health services, so take command of your health and make regular exams a part of your routine to stay heart healthy. American Heart Health Month, and we have some facts and tips to help keep you healthy. According to the CDC, every year about 600,000 people die of heart disease in the U.S., making it the leading cause of death for men and women. The good news? Heart disease can often be prevented when you make healthy choices and manage your health conditions. Things like quitting smoking, eating a healthy diet, maintaining a healthy weight, and being physically active all reduce your heart disease risk. And if you have health conditions like high blood pressure, cholesterol, or glucose levels, make sure you're treating them. TRICARE covers preventive health services, so take command of your health and make regular exams a part of your routine to stay heart healthy. American Heart Health Month, and we have some facts and tips to help keep you healthy. According to the CDC, every year about 600,000 people die of heart disease in the U.S., making it the leading cause of death for men and women. The good news? Heart disease can often be prevented when you make healthy choices and manage your health conditions. Things like quitting smoking, eating a healthy diet, maintaining a healthy weight, and being physically active all reduce your heart disease risk. And if you have health conditions like high blood pressure, cholesterol, or glucose levels, make sure you're treating them. TRICARE covers preventive health services, so take command of your health and make regular exams a part of your routine to stay heart healthy. American Heart Health Month, and we have some facts and tips to help keep you healthy. According to the CDC, every year about 600,000 people die of heart disease.
All right, I'm back, and I'm fixing to wrap this up. Like I said, everything that has been talked about today is for educational, entertainment purposes only. This month is about to wind down. We got, I think, a few more days in the month. I'm gonna finish wrapping up that Black History Month series, and next month is March. I'll be sharing some more wellness. I think I got a premiere coming up. I did a little dinner I did. I'm gonna put that out. I hope this live has been helpful to someone. And thank y'all for doing that poll for me again. I appreciate the ones that does support me, that take the time out their day to support me. Like I said, we all YouTube creators out here. We have our own way of putting out content. We have different things that we want to put out, and that's just part of being part of the YouTube history. So let's see. These flowers for everybody that shared me out. Thank y'all for sharing me out. I does appreciate it. Yeah, I was reading what, but I forgot to tell you, yes, the older we get, the more we learn. And that is so true. The older we get, the more we learn. Because we actually learn people every day. We actually learn people, places. We learn things every day. And sometimes things can be right there in your face, and we probably ignore those signs. But, God has ways of showing us things, whether we want to take things in consideration or not. Like when it comes to our health, everybody should know their own body. Everybody should know what they can take and what they can't take, or what they can handle and what they, but I can only speak on my own real life journeys and how I have learned and I have grown from different things. And they have made me stronger. Some of my challenges and some of the things that I have been through have made me the person I am today. And one thing about me, I won't change for no one. I won't be a certain way to be in a certain group. I won't try to change my image to fit in with nobody. I won't change my commentary to get likes and views, because one thing I do notice, if people gonna support you, they're gonna support you for who you are. They're gonna support you for what you do and what you does for the YouTube community. You don't have to click up with nobody to make another YouTube creator look bad. You don't have to do things to hurt no one's feelings. If you don't like their commentary, you don't like, just for instance, if you're in a chat with someone, if you're on this talk, I'm talking from my heart. If you're in someone on a channel with someone that, and somewhere else come in your chat that y'all don't get along, someone have to be the better person. Why would you disrespect another person's chat because of the personal problem you having with another YouTube creator? I call that disrespect. I would never go to another YouTube creator chat and disrespect another YouTube creator. I wasn't brought up that way, and I won't, and I don't do it in my own home, and I won't do it on my channel. There's a lot of things too. I'm gonna probably have a topic, probably talk about that tomorrow or either another day. People should respect others' boundaries. People should respect other people's boundaries. If they won't want to deal with you, they just don't want to deal with you. It's just the bottom line. That's it. Sometimes we like get back to Button Rose say, the older we get, we learn. Because we know we can't help everybody. We know we can't help everybody. We can't help everybody. A lot of people don't want help. A lot of people don't want you to help them, but you gotta want to help yourself in certain things. And I know there's things I know I gotta get better at. There's some things I gotta get better at as a person. I gotta get better at learning to deal with things when it comes down to my health, because I know stress will kill you. I know stress will kill you. And it's one of the leading causes of heart attacks. So we must, we can easily say we are not going to worry, but we're human. Some things we does take to heart. Some things we let things get overwhelmed. And I have learned, and I'm learning to let go and let God. And what gonna be, gonna be. And people gonna be who they are. They're gonna be who they are. And I'm gonna be who I am. On that note, I want to leave y'all with this right here. Shout out to the members that did come in. Shout out to everybody that did come on the panel. I appreciate you. I appreciate my moderators and my members. But I'm going to leave this right here. This is one of my favorite scriptures at all time. I'm finna rest my voice because I have talked almost 2 hours. Continue to drink my water. I will continue to focus on me and doing what I need to do mentally, physically, to help myself. Let's see, I'm trying to clear this out right here. I'm just messing up some. All right. I hope everybody that came in today have a good weekend. I'm about to go drink me some more tea for my throat. Let my throat rest. I appreciate everybody for coming over. And this is one of my favorite scriptures right here. Everybody have a blessed weekend. And until next time, just remember, let not your heart be troubled. No matter what you might be going through in life, always protect yourself. Always protect your heart. When things out of your control, you have to let go and let God. On that note, y'all have a blessed weekend. Stay encouraged and always stay prayed up. And thanks for watching.